English with Deck.
Alright, another lovely day over here. How's it looking for you lot? Yeah, okay, well let's get it started. It's Deck here from Deck English with another episode of English with Deck. Let's go. You know, I actually just sat down to record another episode, which I had planned for a few days now. And the instant I sat down, I opened up my computer and I just took a look at my desk. And I was shocked, actually. You know, this area of wooden surface, which is approximately, I'm going very roughly, I don't know, about 1.5 meters long. Let's call it 1.5 meters long by about just over half a meter in width, give or take, probably take a little bit. Anyway, and the whole area is just covered in clutter. It is ridiculous, you know. For some reason, I have moved my Wi-Fi routers onto one corner of the desk. Yes, I cleaned over in the corner there the other day. So I have a Wi-Fi router over there. I have a little pot plant on a decorative shelving unit, which is also hosting a few other decorative items. I have a little panda flip calendar, a pen pot, more pens scattered here and there. As I mentioned in a previous episode, I have been booking flights, or trying to, and other bits of travel arrangements over the past few weeks. So I have actually got my passport, I've got my passport, I've got some other ID documents in a little Ziploc bag over here. I have a little massage roller, and my phone is currently charging, and of course my computer, and to top it off, a cup of tea. But it's a mess, you know. And the instant I realised what a mess it had become, I had a quick realisation. Well, these past few days, I feel my mind has been scattered. You know, I've been really motivated with my work, motivated with my content, motivated with my household daily life. But honestly, I've been a little bit scattered, you know, maybe not as focused as I should have been, or I normally am. And honestly, it really reminds me of a phrase a really good mate of mine once told me back when I was a landscaper. And that is, tidy sight, tidy mind. And that's such a simple phrase. And the word site here, it doesn't mean website, it means job site, workplace, anything like that. So tidy sight, tidy mind. If you have a tidy workplace, your brain, your mind is tidy. If you have a cluttered workplace, you have a cluttered mind. Now, of course, you could say, well, if that's how you think, you should be a minimalist, Deck. Wow, there's nothing wrong with being a minimalist or minimalism. But I am not that minimalist in my way of life. And there's nothing wrong with it at all. I quite like the idea. I like the concept. But it's not quite me, you know. I've tried before to be quite minimalist, but I realised it's not quite me. I definitely enjoy having more decorations and more items around the house. But at the end of the day, you don't have to be a minimalist just to keep things tidy and organised, you know. And by keeping things tidy and organised, you keep your mind tidy and organized. You know, a lot of people say you are what you eat. So if you eat lots of junk food, your body becomes, well, junk. So, and to a degree, that is very true. And as adding on to that, as well as that, well, your mind is what you make it. So if you create this workspace, which is a bit of a clutter, you will have a bit of a cluttered mind. So after this, I am going to give it a good sort out. You know, put the pens in the correct places. Return the Wi-Fi routers to where they belong. Give it a wipe down. You know, put my documents back in their rightful places. The pens do belong mostly there, so that's okay. But also the surrounding area, you know, there's a few things scattered here and there around the room. So I think it's definitely about right to give those a little arrangement, you know, sort them out little by little. So I'm very curious, how do you guys find what I just said? Do you guys tend to live very minimalistic lives? Or do you tend to be more, well, clutter hoarders or similar? And maybe you are of the opinion that actually keeping it spick and span doesn't really affect how you think or how you feel. And that's perfectly fine, but I'd love to hear about it. So of course, drop a note in the comments, feel free to send me a message, of course leave a review, and don't forget to take a look over at the Ko-fi page. Okay guys, as always, I hope you are enjoying yourselves and don't stop studying. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Bye now.